All right, well, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for attending our World Zombie Day test of QueenslandAlert.com. The floods and cyclones that affected more than 90% of Queenslanders last year prompted a change in the way that we connected with the people of Queensland. In addition to working closely with the mainstream media, QPS used social media to get safety messages directly to the people of Queensland. At the height of the floods, the Queensland Police Service Facebook page received more than 39 million views in 24 hours, the equivalent of 450 views a second. The page now has about 250,000 followers. Feedback from the community was that they valued this as an additional avenue of information in times of crisis, and many of you have also commented that it helped you to do your jobs during that period. In that 12 months, the social media landscape has changed significantly, with several of our emergency service partners entering social media, as well as local government and community groups. This means that finding the information that the community might need might be a little bit harder in times of crisis. In recognition of this, and in an attempt to further improve our information flows in the time of crisis, we are developing a disaster dashboard called Queensland Alert, QLD Alert, one word, which can be found as a tab on the QPS Facebook page or at queenslandalert.com. It is designed to be a one-stop shop to help the community find all of the relevant public safety information in one place. While it's still being tested and developed, it's important to know that Queensland Alert will work under pressure, which is why we have decided to test the page today. And what better way to test out the page's functionality and work with our partners in emergency service response in Queensland than World Zombie Day. On the page you will find collated links to everything that we think might be useful in preparing for and responding to and recovering from the worst that nature can throw at you. And it doesn't come much worse than brain-hungry zombies, does it? Depending on the incident, you'll be able to find this page and use it to find information from your local council, government departments and other groups such as power suppliers, public transport and even charities. It will potentially include links to websites, geocoded mapping material, videos, Twitter feeds and Facebook postings. Basically everything that you will need to prepare and survive. So whilst there have been no reports within Queensland of illicit zombie attacks so far, we encourage everyone to take a look at Queensland Alert, a one-stop avenue to find all of the relevant online information and the latest information should disaster strike or zombies attack. We also encourage the community to join in and test on Twitter by using or following the hashtag #ZombieTest, one word. Thank you. Happy to take any questions.
When are you expecting, after the test today, when are you expecting it to be up and running?
Well, it's running now, and it's a continual incremental series of improvements. So this is one of the big tests for us, is in this environment we really want to encourage as many people as possible to get online, see what the functionality of the page is, and the more people that do that, the more we'll be able to test its ability to withstand intense pressure and usage in a real emergency.
The fireys are predicting a pretty nasty weekend in central Queensland
yes.
with a lot of fire threats and that sort of thing. Is that something this could be used this weekend for people to find out information?
Absolutely. There is absolutely no problem with everybody going to the site for any legitimate purpose, either going through the Queensland Facebook page and go through the tab or go directly to qldalertoneword.com. For all relevant real-time information about genuine emergencies as well. And we would encourage people to start using the site to get familiar with it so that when they really need it later in the emergency season, if that happens, they'll be familiar with how to get there.
Has this been used in other states or is this a first?
No, this is a first. It's been developed by us in consultation with our partners as a whole of government response to enable the community to get all information they want at the one page instead of having to go to their local council, their local different government departments. If they go to this one site, they'll find all the relevant postings and which gives them entry into the home pages of all of those people if they want more detailed information.
It's effectively a gateway.
Yes, it is. It's a very convenient one-stop shop, a great entry point for people to go to, where all the relevant information will be collated together and people can navigate their way through very easily.
Could you specify what some of those some of that information might be if they're looking? What sort of things would people be wanting to know about?
Well, there might be, there could be significant weather alerts, road closures, significant warnings from the fire department, all sorts of things like that. Everything that they would look for in a genuine emergency, if power is out at a certain place, if telecommunications have been interrupted in a particular area, all of those sort of issues will all be collated and kept updated on this website.
Is it your department which will be doing this, or is it a shared arrangement with other emergency services?
No, it's a shared arrangement. Each of the agencies will update all of their home pages and all of their posts, but we will ensure that that it's all integrated into this one-stop shop, this one page.
I just want to ask you about the announcement today that the search for Daniel Wilkins' remains will wrap up at the end of next week, I think. Why has that decision been made?
Well, it hasn't been formally made. As we indicated in the media release, a decision will be made in the coming days once we finish consulting with all of the experts who have been assisting us with the search, and the peer review that's currently underway has been completed. Once we've done all that and we're satisfied that we have done all that we can in terms of the search, then a decision will be made. Once that decision is made, then we'll be able to come back to you and provide you with some more information to summarise the finalisation of the search.
The Morecambe's family lawyer Peter Boyce is on record as saying that significant discoveries have been made since the initial finding of 3 bones in a shoe. Can you confirm that and give us any detail at all about what else has been found?
Look, I'm not in a position to be able to confirm anything today. As we've indicated, we'll be more than happy when we finalise the search next week, and we'll have a further opportunity to discuss the entirety of the search, the scope of it, what's been done, what's been found. What we're able to release, we certainly will.
How much work has gone into this one particular search site? I know it's been very intensive over the last month, 5 weeks.
Look, absolutely extraordinary amount of work has been done. The site has been searched since the 15th of August, weather permitting, non-stop. So I think you can gauge from that the length of time that we have been on site. So the work that we have put in with the very generous assistance of the SES has been nothing short of phenomenal. It would be one of the largest and most intensive searches ever undertaken of a crime scene in Queensland, and we'll be in a position to provide some more detail about the scope of that next week.
Just with the fires in Central and North Queensland, are you able to say if police have had to boost resources there or anything? I know fireys are sending extra crews, and have police needed to do that?
To my knowledge, no. We are monitoring the situation, particularly around Rockhampton and the central region, very closely. We're taking advice from the fire department there, and as always, we'll work very closely with them and supporting them in any work that they need done in terms of evacuating people or road closures, traffic control, that sort of thing. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Thank you very much.